I am on a personal mission to empower millions of millennials to live the lives of their dreams, to be smarter rebels, to rebel against society and the status quo and teachers and parents that say you're supposed to do your life this way, and instead to embrace the life that you were meant to live. Everything that I do in these driven videos and all the content that I produce, it's all about trying to take the wisdom and the information that I've gained over my years and put it into practical use for you. I have worked with entrepreneurs worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I've been able to witness and see all the good and the bad that they've done. And I've also experienced it. I have started things that have crashed and burned, and I've also been part of startups that manage billions and billions of dollars. And so I'm bringing that wisdom and information so that you can kind of skip part of that pain and suffering and learn from my mistakes and learn from the mistakes of people I've worked with, and also learn from the successes in order to make your life better. And so it might surprise you, with all that being said, that a lot of times I tell people to take the safe job. Early on, when you're faced with that decision of, do I take the safe job or do I take the job that really is my passion and that I feel, I'm pursuing the thing that I feel I'm put here to do? A lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times I'll encourage people to take the safe job. And why is that? It's because there is wisdom in waiting. Sometimes when you can learn on the job in a safe place where you're free to make mistakes and free to fail and not worry about it all has to go perfect, it all has to go right, or else I'm going way back and I'm back to the starting line, right? When you can fail and you can have a safe environment to do that, you can learn and gain wisdom that you can then put to use later on, right? Sometimes it's okay to wait 5, 10 years in order to get that opportunity, even 15 or 20 years, in order to get that opportunity that you feel is your lifetime opportunity. One time I was at a dinner event with Antonia LaFasa. Antonio is a chef in LA. She is highly sought after. She was on Top Chef and several other cooking reality shows. And she tells this story about how all she ever wanted to do was be a chef and own her own restaurant. And, early on in her career, she worked for Wolfgang Puck in LA, and her job was very menial, right? For, I think she said 4 years, her job was to warm up soup. Like literally when somebody would order soup, she would just ladle some into a bowl or into a saucepan, warm it up, and then pour it into a bowl. And that was her job for 4 years. That's it. She didn't do anything else. That was it. And then she graduated from that to another kind of equally meaningless role that she did for another 4 years. And it took this time to work her ways up the ranks before she could ever become a chef and then one day go on to open her own restaurant. Now she owns several restaurants. But she talks about, even though she was frustrated and she felt like she was being held back, she now sees that she was able to learn through observation, through being in the kitchen, watching other chefs and how they work. She was able to learn and gain wisdom that has made her current endeavors the success that they are, right? And so it's really important not to look past that, not to give up on that safe job just because you want to have your dream today, but use that as a learning opportunity. Use it as an opportunity to try things, and maybe they'll work, maybe they won't, but you're in a safe place to do it. And then one day that opportunity is going to come. Now, for some people, they go straight to that opportunity right out the gate and it works out, and that's okay. But don't feel like if you're not there today that you're not succeeding, that you've failed somehow. That is not the case. Use this opportunity to gain wisdom, and gain wisdom in the wait, right? Get the wisdom today so that later on you can turn that wisdom into a massive success. You got plenty of time. Go after it. Work hard. Learn, fail, succeed, and all that will come together to eventually give you the life that you dream of.